Buying a home, it can feel totally overwhelming, right? It's this maze of listings and confusing jargon and these huge high-stakes decisions. But what if there was a better way? A path through all that complexity that leaves you feeling, well, genuinely confident instead of anxious. Okay, let's dive into what that looks like.
It really all boils down to this one question. Because believe me, there is a world of difference between just signing the papers on a house and actually becoming a smart, confident homeowner. One's just a transaction, but the other, that's a total transformation. So let's break down what that actually means.
So what does this smarter path even involve? Well, the core idea is pretty simple, actually. You shouldn't have to go it alone. It's all about turning what's normally a really stressful process into a guided journey that, empowers you every single step of the way.
And this quote right here, it really nails it. The focus isn't just on getting a deal done. Nope. It's about making sure you make a decision that you're going to feel fantastic about for years and years. That one little shift in focus, it changes the entire game.
Okay, think about it like this. Every big project needs a blueprint, right? And let's be honest, buying a home is a massive project. But here's the twist. This blueprint isn't about the house. It's about you. It's the absolute foundation for everything that's going to come next.
So this personal blueprint is built on 4 really key pillars. We're starting with your goals, not just what house you want, but why you're even moving. Then the budget. And this is a big one. Defining a budget you're truly comfortable with, not just what a bank says you can borrow. From there, we set a timeline. But that last step is crucial. It's the reality check. It's about making sure your goals, your budget, and your timeline actually line up with what's happening in the market right now. Getting these 4 things in sync from the get-go saves so much of the stress people usually go through.
All right, once that blueprint is locked in, the search begins. But hold on, this is not about you getting lost for hours, endlessly scrolling through online listings. This is about searching with an expert guide who can help you see what pretty much everyone else is going to miss.
And this is where the approach really starts to feel different. Instead of just getting flooded with every single house on the market, the whole process is about curation. You get a focused, hand-picked list of options that actually fit your blueprint. And for each one, you get real market insight and education, so you really understand the why behind every choice. You're not just looking, you're learning.
This slide says it all, doesn't it? I mean, anybody can walk into a house and see the surface stuff. Ooh, fresh paint. Oh, look, granite counters. But a true guide, they're the one pointing out what's underneath. They're seeing the subtle signs of a potential roof leak or the outdated wiring, all the little red flags that never show up in the pretty online photos but can end up costing you thousands down the road.
Something else that's so important is that this whole process is deeply personal. It's not a race. There is no one-size-fits-all timeline. It's about having a team that adapts to you, not the other way around.
I just think this is so key. Maybe you're in a hurry and need to find a place in 3 weeks. Or hey, maybe you're just dipping your toes in the water and planning for next year. It doesn't matter. The support system is there with you. And that just removes all the pressure, It lets you make decisions from a place of clarity, not panic.
And that support is always consistent. You know that thing where you sign up with a senior person and then suddenly you're getting passed off to a junior associate you've never met? Yeah, none of that here. No handoffs. The person you start with is the person who crosses the finish line with you, and that builds an incredible amount of trust. So what powers all of this? Proactive communication. And what that really means is you are never the one left wondering, hey, what's going on? You're not chasing people down for answers. Instead, you're getting consistent, clear updates so you're never, ever left in the dark. You always know the status, the next steps, and what's needed from you. It's a huge relief.
Now, for a lot of folks, the relationship ends the second you get the keys. But a smarter approach sees closing day not as the end of the road, but as a new beginning. It's all about building a relationship that's meant to last for the long haul.
This means you're not just forgotten once the deal is done. Think about it, getting ongoing updates on your local market so you always have a pulse on your home's value as an asset. The whole partnership just evolves from helping you buy a home to helping you succeed as a homeowner.
And ultimately, this all comes right back to that question we started with. The difference between just buying a property and becoming a confident homeowner, it's this entire philosophy. It's about trading all that anxiety for a journey that's guided, educational, and supportive, one that truly sets you up for long-term success.
And that really just leaves one final thought for you to consider. As you think about your own next move, which one are you truly after? Are you just looking for a transaction, or are you ready to build your success story?